Hi, I'm Mathew Macartney. I'm the Executive Chef at Chateau Yering in the Yarra Valley. I'm from the Yarra Valley originally. I live in Kilsyth, which is around about 15 minutes from here. It's a lovely drive out here every morning. You go through suburbia and then suddenly you're in the country. My previous experience, or my career thus far, is I was an apprentice at Cafe Cucina many years ago under a chef by the name of Carlos Capre. Very demanding, but very talented, and taught me discipline. And then from there I moved to the Hotel Sofitel, worked with Raymond Capaldi, and that was for about a year or so. And then from there I went to work with Le Wolf Tasker at the Lake House, and I was there for 9 years in total, and I was head chef for 6 of those years. And now here I am at Chateau Yering. My mentors would have to be certainly Le Wolf Tasker. She taught me a lot about not just cooking, but about how to manage a hotel and how to manage a kitchen. Certainly Raymond Capaldi taught me about perfection and striving to be better than what you do every day. And same with Carlos Capre. I also worked for a bit of time with Daniel Ballard in New York, and the experience there was incredible. Working 17 hours a day, doing 350 covers a night, fine dining, which was really incredible. And to be able to do something similar but on a smaller scale is quite impressive. My favourite chefs would have to be Grant Atchitts, for his constant pursuit of redefining the boundaries of cooking. Thomas Keller, for his love of regional food and his honesty in the food that he does. Certainly Raymond Capaldi, Le Wolf Tasker, they're all in there as well. I would be most nervous cooking for certainly all of the ones that I've mentioned so far: Le Wolf Tasker, Raymond Capaldi, who I've cooked for before, Brett Graham, Thomas Keller, Grant Atchitts, all of these people who just constantly evolve the industry that we're in. My favourite ingredient is seafood of all kind, because it can come from freshwater or saltwater. So even in the country you can get beautiful seafood, contradictory, but we get beautiful salmon from Yarra Valley Salmon, we get beautiful salmon caviar, yabbies, you name it. But even going further afield to the ocean, amazing calamari. I love calamari, Western Australian marrons, pearl meat from Broome. You know, seafood is wonderful because it is so versatile, and you can adapt it to heavier, meatier type things. So, you know, it's got to be one of the most versatile ingredients you can use. The people I would most like to cook for at a dinner party, and not just because it would be fun cooking for them, but I would love to just be able to pick their brains and ask them questions, would certainly be Anton Carême. You know, the first celebrity chef, but, you know, also a great proponent of what we do today. Albert Einstein, obviously. Ferran Adria, because the mix between what Anton Carême did and what Ferran Adria did, they both revolutionised cuisine, and I would love to see how they would interact. It would be amazing. And Michael Jackson, because I'm a massive hip-hop and dance fan, and you know, I've loved everything Michael Jackson's done for many years, and, you know, again, he's just a creative genius. So, you know, sad that he's gone, but you know, another person I'd love to have at the table to ask questions to. The kind of restaurants I like to eat in are ones that do really fresh, light food. You know, my favourites are places like the Estelle, Chin Chin, a friend of mine's restaurant in Warrandyte called Vanilla Orchid, which is Thai, So I do like a lot of Asian flavours, but I just like it to be interesting, light and fairly contemporary. What inspires me is passionate people, people who continually push the envelope and reinvent themselves and push forward everything that we do. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just cooks, and you know, we just are here to host guests. So, you know, people who do that with generosity and love, they're my heroes. The kind of things that I really like is fresh produce delivered to your door. We have a lot of local producers around the area that I am very fortunate to be within 20 clicks of, that I can talk to all the time about, you know, developing products and what I want to use in the kitchen. And people who deliver that sort of product with passion and enthusiasm, that's what I like. Dislikes, well, I'm generally not too harsh on other people, but I don't like self-aggrandizing behaviour and people believing that we are more than just cooks, or more than just, you know, people who are there to create memories for people. That's our job, and I guess if you think you're more than that, maybe you need to check. Favourite music is, you know, everything. I'm very, very eclectic. I'll listen to anything from, you know, classic rock, hip hop, dance, you know, you name it. Probably the only thing I don't like is really, really heavy metal. I used to have a pastry chef who'd be in here, Adam Tippins. He's now the head chef at Cocoa Black. He'd be in here at 7 o'clock in the morning listening to the heaviest metal you could ever think of. Hobbies, spending time with my family, mostly. Bit of golf, but I never get to play that. But mostly cooking, you know. I mean, in this industry, you know, it's a very consuming industry, and you know, you have to fall in love with your passion. And we're very fortunate in the fact that we get to do this every day and love what we do. My goals are hopefully to one day open my own restaurant. It's something I've dreamed about for many years, and you know, we're working towards it. So one day you'll see us. Charities I support are Anglicare, so I did Dinner with the Angels the other night, which is fantastic. It raises money for disadvantaged youth. I also have done Stroke Foundation, which raises awareness for people with strokes, or people who are in high risk areas for strokes. And also Feed Melbourne, where we produce you know, 40-50 litres of soup a year, just for one weekend, where we feed the homeless and raise money for the homeless.